Young has hundreds of really fun songs to play. This is one that I'm sure you've heard, Words Between the Lines of Age, from Harvest. And unusually, well, many of his songs that are electric jams usually show up one way or another as acoustic things. He does Down by the River acoustically, Cowgirl in the Sand, maybe not Southern Man. Anyway, but this is one I have not found an acoustic version of him playing, but we're going to work on one. Now this has some, what I want you to try to do first, we're going to do this without any attachments, probably. I'll decide that a little bit later, because really want you to kind of learn this by eyes and ears and techniques. And so what we're going to do is just talk. What I'm first going to do is play through the couple of parts that there really are two sections, and want you to figure out the strumming pattern or the rhythm. So there's some unusual things going on with the rhythms of the two parts, and then we have a little bit of a melody picked out in the intro. So we have an instrumental section and a vocal section. Here we go. Now you've heard the instrumental section. I just played a little bit of it a second ago, but I'll play it a few more times here first. Now, because this is what we hear right out of the gate. First, I'll just do it with some chords and some bass notes picked out. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to play it yet. But here's our main progression. Gotta count that carefully and figure out what's going on. I will talk about the timing in an upcoming segment. Also, the last little bass part I played over the G chord was not was something we don't really hear on there, but something that could have happened. Now we also hear it played with melody notes picked out up in a higher register. Very similar accompaniment technique as we hear in Cowgirl in the Sand and the acoustic versions of that. So you could also just kind of give it that feel. Okay, I'll talk about the time signature of that coming up. Now we have the second section, the vocal section. First I want to talk about the verse, the last thing I played back in the opening segment, because it's a little more straightforward, but it has a recurring theme that people sometimes mess up. I've seen some questions lately on the forum that address this, saying, I don't quite get that strumming pattern. Well, what we hear is